Hey, it's Adriel, the hunting gear guy. I want to show you guys this Mini-14. This is a Ruger. This model's pretty old. This is a, oh, I just looked it up. It's a 78 or a 79, so this is kind of one of their first batches coming out. And this was a really interesting gun to shoot because I came into this with quite a bit of bias against this rifle. I thought I was going to shoot it, it was going to be super inaccurate, I was going to get 5 MMOA groups, and that would be that. But the truth is actually quite different. But first, just a little bit about the gun. So this is kind of billed as a ranch rifle, and you know, just seeing it on video, I didn't really get it. I didn't really understand why it was a better ranch rifle. And typically the AR-15 is the one that people are comparing against this guy. And it's not until you pick it up, and especially these old versions have a really pencil thin barrel on the end here, so that when you pick it up, it actually balances really far rearward, and it is super light. So this is a quick shooting, short range kind of rifle. At least that's what I think it would be great for. It's got especially on this old version, it's got a really big peep on the back here, so it's very easy to look through. Lots of light coming through there and hitting your eye, so very easy to see around, and not as inaccurate as I thought it was going to be. Just towards some more of the features on this thing. Now the newer versions are going to look different than this. They've got a heavier barrel on the front, so they're losing a little bit of that that nice balance that it has. The newer versions also have a much better scope mounting system. There isn't really a great scope mounting system available for this. There's a couple of aftermarket ones you can get for it, but you know, when I look at this rifle and I think about how I would use it, this would be my coyote rifle for within 100 yards, or my behind the back of the truck seat rifle kind of thing. Now, keep in mind that this thing's billed as a Mini-14. It's supposed to be like a Mini M14. It's actually quite a bit different. There's quite a bit of differences. It's using more of a Garand system. The safety's a lot easier to use, and the mags are a lot better than on an M14. And I've had a couple of Norinco model M14s. These nice little 5-round mags just kind of rock in the front and then click nicely in there. There's no wiggle. It's nice and tight in there. That's not my experience with M14s. The bolt is actually amazingly smooth. Let's just get nice and close in there. And you can see I've greased it real here. That's what's showing up there, and it's just so smooth, just ripping back and forth. The newer models have like as part of the stock, they have something that covers this up so your fingers don't get in here and get whacked by the op rod handle. It's curved, so it's probably not going to do any damage to your fingers, but it might slow down the op rod a little bit and cause it to jam. So that's the cycling. Again, this being an older version, it's got kind of a junkier bolt stop that the mag uses. I'm just gonna pop it in here just so it's activated. There it goes, and now you can see that that's holding back the bolt. I don't know if it's factory that they come with this, but this one had a red rubber thing on that bolt catch release there, and it was causing some misfeeding. So I took it off, boom, misfeeding stopped. What would happen is it would lock back with rounds in the mag, but once I took that little guy off there, it was fine. So yeah, at the range, this thing ate pretty much everything I threw at it. I threw some surplus ammo, I threw some different kinds of reloads. I threw this really cheap Norinco surplus ammo we have out here, and it ate it all up and didn't hiccup one bit, and put them all pretty much to the same point of aim. Now, this being this really big peep sight on the back here, I thought it was going to be inaccurate because I didn't think I could shoot that well with the peep, but let me just grab the target here. So I've shot it with I shot this target with a couple of other things, but right down there, disregard these are 30 cal holes. There's a quick little 4-round group. I threw one at the steel just to see if it was on. Boom, I hit the steel. I fired it on a target. This is quite a bit high. I was actually shooting at the target below it, but that's just a matter of adjusting. Look at that. That's a nice little 2 MOA group, which I thought wasn't really possible for rifles this age. I thought that the Mini-14s had all these inherent accuracy issues. We don't have a full floated barrel. We've got this Allen key business in the front. We got this pencil thin barrel. You know, this wasn't looking like I was going to be shooting a 2 MOA semi-automatic rifle, but it did. And that was kind of surprising, you know. This version has a steel butt plate on it. It's not going to make a difference. It's so soft shooting. 223 doesn't have a lot of kick to it, and throwing it into a semi-auto like this, there's practically nothing. This is a perfect rifle for someone who is recoil sensitive, especially recoil sensitive. I don't know if I wanted to say anything more about this. I mean, the thing is, this is an older version. You can only really get these used. I didn't want to make too many assumptions or comparisons because, you know, this is the old version, and the new version is, as I understand it, very different. They went with a very different barrel on it, and a lot of the machining is different. So I don't want to make too many comparisons. This older version, and this is probably something that they fixed in newer ones, but it's got this kind of odd adjustment system on the peep. So I don't know. That kind of sucks, but hey. Why complain? You know, I picked this thing up for a really good price. I picked it up for 500 bucks. Here in Canada, we can't just head out to the field with an AR-15 and go shoot coyotes. For whatever reason, they decided that the AR-15 was restricted, so you can only take it to the range and back. Whereas this, which is pretty much the same kind of thing, you know, not as easy to put optics on these older ones, but excellent on the peep. This is non-restricted. You can take this thing coyote hunting any day of the week, and it's fine. And it's in a caliber that's right for it. So, again, I didn't want to go too long on this thing. There's plenty of disassembly videos and all that kind of thing online. I just wanted to show this really cool old Ruger Mini-14. Thanks.